You know how when you're young and you watch your mom do something and you're like, I am never ever going to do that. And then a few years later, you do exactly the same? Well, that's where I'm at. So when I was small, I would watch my mom get crazy about cleaning before Christmas. I'm talking about those glasses that we never drink from that are like at the end of some kind of cupboard. She would take them out and clean all of them. And I would be like, why are you doing it? Like, there is so much going on before Christmas. It's such a busy period. We would be baking for weeks, cooking, decorating, buying presents, doing the normal cleaning. And why would you do such a, deep clean of the whole house? But now, couple of decades later, I fully understand. There's something great about starting the new year with your house being fully organized and clean and just nice and neat and tidy. And I think that this goes beyond just cleaning your house. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 10 ideas how you can reset your life so that you are prepared and ready for 2021. Hi, it's Mariana. Welcome to my channel where I talk about productivity and productivity systems, reading and note-taking strategies, and different ways how you can achieve your goals. If you're new, consider subscribing. Number 1, organize your home. Put aside time depending on your schedule and on the type of home you own. If you have a large home with a lot of bedrooms, you might need more time. If you have just one bedroom apartment, you might need just one afternoon. So whether it is a whole weekend, every Friday afternoon before the end of the year, or 30 minutes every morning, find the time when you are going to clean your house. How I'm going to do it, we have a small townhouse, we don't own many things, so I don't think I will need to spend too much time on it, but I have a few things that I'm going to focus on. Number 1 is eliminating. I believe that the less things we own, the easier it is to keep the house clean for the entire year. So I'm going to go and see if there are some things I can get rid of. As I said, we don't own many things, but there are still, small things that we kind of gather throughout the year and we don't really need. So I want to get rid of those. Number 2 that I want to focus on is finding a place, a home for everything. So every single thing in our home should have its own home within our home. I want to make sure that we don't have these cupboards where, there are random things lying. Every single thing in our home should have its own place and we should know where it belongs so that it's easier to keep the house clean. And I think the end of the year is also a great time to think about the layer of the rooms. Is there maybe something I want to rearrange, move the furniture a little bit around so that it feels fresh and new and we like to spend time here. Number 2, organize your work area. If you're working from home, this might be already included in the number 1, but don't forget about the area where you work. And I'm not talking only about cleaning, but also thinking about, like, do I need to buy any stationery? Is there something I want to add to my work area so that I feel more productive and creative? Good addition would be a plant. There are a lot of studies that show that having a plant in your office increases productivity, so that's something to think about. Or maybe you want to add something like a whiteboard so you can brainstorm your ideas. Whatever increases your productivity and creativity. Number 3, organize your computer. Delete, sort out, get rid of duplicates, and backup. There are probably a lot of things on your computer that you will never ever need, so get rid of them. Run your computer through a program that detects duplicates and get rid of those. Make sure that you have some kind of automatic system that backs up your files and folders and photos and everything you have on your computer so you don't have to think about it and be then stressed if something happens. And if you don't have any proper folder structure, folder system within your computer, make sure you spend an hour or 2 creating one. You will thank me in 2021 because there is just something nice when you come to your computer and you know exactly where what is, how to get there, and it's just all nice and neat. Number 4, organize your phone. It's similar to the computer. We have so many things on our phone and we are probably not using all of them. So I would suggest that for the next few days you write down every single app that you use and then delete everything else. Like, it's reversible, right? You can always download new apps, but there is something really refreshing if you just get rid of everything and you have just maybe like 10 apps on your phone. Number 5, look at your finances. Spend an hour or two looking at your finances. Understand where you're at and where you would like to be in a year. And I suggest that you do that before you get this shopping fever right before the holidays, so that you understand how much you can actually afford to spend during the holidays. Number 6, get in touch with your family and friends. Set aside some time and get in touch with your family and friends, especially with those that you are not in regular contact with. Send a Christmas card or normal cards and text message, or make a phone call. Sometimes the time just flies and it's months since we've talked to someone that is important to us, and it's a good idea to actually find the time before the end of the year and talk to them or spend some time with them. Number 7, get rid of commitments. Now we are getting serious. I want you to write down all the bigger commitments that you have in your life, whether it's towards someone else or towards yourself. It would include things like your hobbies, work, you having to drive your kid to a soccer practice, volunteering, mentoring someone, being part of different committees, etc. And once you have it all written down, I want you to get rid of at least 10%. So if you have 10 things, get rid of at least 1. If you have 50 things, get rid at least of 5 things. And why to do that? We tend to say yes to a lot of things, but we need to remember that when we say yes to something, it automatically means that we are saying no to something else. And usually those things that we are saying no to are things that are actually really important in our life, like spending time with our family. So make sure that the things that stay on your list for 2021 are important to you and are bringing you value. Number 8, review your productivity system. End of the year is a great time to look at your productivity system. Do you actually have a productivity system? And if yes, is it working for you? Are there maybe parts that take you more time than they give you? Because that's definitely not how productivity system should work. Think about your yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily planning. How is that going? And remember, you not only need this scheduling part when you're planning your time ahead, but you also need to have a certain system of how you're reflecting on your past time, how you're reviewing your previous actions. Number 9, create a plan for your hobbies. This might not be applicable to all hobbies, but if you, for example, enjoy reading, why not to create a reading list for 2021 so that you don't have to really think about what you're going to read in January or February. You have it all in one list. If you're doing some sports, maybe you want to improve in one aspect of that sport, so you can think about the resources you need, where you can find information, do you need advice from someone else, etc. I think it's a good idea to put more intention into our hobbies, especially if hobbies are where we find fulfillment. Some people, they don't enjoy their work, so the enjoyment from life is actually coming from their hobbies. So it's a good idea to put a little bit of planning into it so that in 2021, when the new year starts, you feel energized, you have ideas what to do, and you feel this enthusiasm for your hobby. And even if it's just something like, you enjoy doing jigsaw puzzles, like order some now so you have a stock at home, so that when you have time, you really have something to choose from and you get the energy from it that you are looking for. Number 10, identify all your habits. Our lives consist of habits, good ones, bad ones, and simply habits, neutral habits. It's a good idea to keep track of them and then analyze it. So for a few days, write down all the habits that you do throughout the day, and then next to them write down good, bad, or neutral. And then analyze, how are your habits? Is there something you want to get rid of, you want to introduce, or you want to maybe change slightly? I hope this video was helpful. Let me know down below, how are you preparing for 2021? What are you doing so that your life is reset and you are ready to start 2021 in the most productive and best way possible? Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you're new. I have a lot of videos coming up that are all about preparing for 2021. See you soon.